1000lb Sisters star Tammy Slaton's new transformation pics ignite conversation over one subtle detail. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. 1000lb Sisters star Tammy Slaton has recently shared a new collection of transformation photos following her skin removal surgery, and they've sparked conversation over one subtle detail. The 38-year-old reality TV favorite, who rose to fame after appearing in the TLC series alongside her younger sister, Tammy Slaton, in 2020, quickly gained a devoted fan base who followed every step of her emotional weight loss journey, a journey that saw her lose as much as 500 pounds. Tammy had already showcased the results of her surgery, which removed 15 pounds of excess skin. Now, she's posted even more photos post-operation. On July 20th, she uploaded a carousel video to TikTok featuring 11 photos, both selfies and full body shots, smiling and posing to the viral "I understood the assignment" audio. After the photo drop gained attention, fans across the internet rushed to share their praise and support. However, many encouraged Tammy to stop using filters on her photos, reassuring her that she doesn't need them. One TikTok user wrote, "I'd really like to see what she looks like without filters. I saw her at a fan convention and she looked great, but this just seems overly edited. She's done a great job." Another added, "Love that you've been so dedicated and successful with your weight loss journey. Tammy, you don't need the filter. You have nothing to hide." A third commented, "You're beautiful, no filters needed." Others joked supportively, "I need to know what filter she's using. She might not need it, but I do. Tammy, you don't need the filters. You're lovely just the way you are, especially when you smile." Tammy has previously shared the very personal reason why she posts so many selfies. In an Instagram clip, she explained, "I take a lot of pictures, a lot of selfies, not because I think I look great. Well, maybe a little, but mostly because I want to remember how far I've come. I look back and think, wow, I was really big." Reflecting on her journey, she continued, "Back then, I wouldn't have been able to sit in this chair. I was so focused on losing weight that I kind of lost myself. I turned to alcohol as a coping mechanism. Even though I was still eating too much, it was like I was struggling on two fronts." She added that it would be easy to fall back into old habits, admitting, "If I slipped all the time, effort and money would feel wasted." Speaking about her mental health, she shared, "It's not just a diet, it really is a lifestyle change. I had to fight through a lot of personal struggles, and I still am. But you're not alone. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Never give up." Tammy's latest batch of photos, shared just months after her surgery, continued to impress fans. Since her first appearance on 1000lb Sisters in 2020, viewers have followed her inspiring transformation. Her most recent TikTok post showing her smiling proudly to the upbeat audio drew plenty of praise. One user commented, "Absolutely loving this era of Tammy." Another shared, "Love how dedicated and strong you've been through this. You're really inspiring." And a third wrote, "Good for you, Tammy. It's great to see you healing and thriving." A fourth chirped, "Tammy, you look incredible. Don't let anyone tell anything differently." "Yes, Tammy," loving the confidence, praised a fifth, while a sixth congratulated, "Tammy, I'm so proud of you. You look amazing and I love seeing you live your life." Amid the avalanche of praise she's received post-op, Tammy previously opened up to people about what was going on in her head ahead of the life-changing surgery, confessing that she was more nervous about her skin removal, which took place earlier this year, January 18th, than she was about undergoing bariatric surgery. "After 6 years and losing over 500 pounds, I was finally approved for surgery," she explained. "I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I worked really hard for this, and now it's here. I'm pretty sure it was noticeable on my face how immediately shocked and then overwhelmed with joy I was." Opening up a little further, Tammy continued to share what her biggest concern was. "I was really nervous for the skin removal surgery because I was kind of afraid of how I was going to feel looking at myself without the belly there." Following their successful 8-hour surgery, Tammy celebrated with her siblings Amy, Amanda, Misty, and Chris upon returning home, where she revealed the one thing that surprised doctors after her transformation. "I surprised the doctors with how well my body was healing. I ended up coming home from Pittsburgh like 4 days early, she told the outlet. Amy's event sparks debate. 1000 LB Sisters star Amy Slaton has sparked debate online over one particular detail regarding her upcoming meet and greet event. The 37-year-old reality TV personality, who rose to fame alongside her sister Tammy Slaton, 38, has left fans divided after sharing the details of a fan event set to take place in Dawson Springs later this year, September 13th. Since 2020, Tammy and Amy have documented their weight loss journeys on the TLC show, initially starting off with a combined weight of over 1,000 pounds. Tammy, who weighed 725 pounds at her heaviest, needed a walker and wheelchair to move around and relied on an oxygen tube to breathe. Her journey was far from easy, involving multiple stints in rehab for food addiction and personal setbacks, including the tragic loss of her husband, Caleb Willingham, who passed away at age 40 in 2023. Despite everything, Tammy persevered, eventually qualifying for bariatric surgery, and has continued to wow fans with her transformation photos on TikTok. In an interview with the Ezel Film Company, Tammy shared that she has lost around 540 pounds from her highest weight, joking that she has shed 3 whole versions of herself. She added on the podcast, "I see pictures of me now and I think, wow." Tammy also explained the extra challenges she faced in qualifying for the surgery during the COVID-19 pandemic. She initially had to lose 30 pounds, but ended up needing to drop 130 pounds after gaining weight while stuck indoors. Nonetheless, she accomplished her goal and hasn't looked back since. Following her recent skin removal surgery, Tammy sat down with people to share her thoughts. "I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I worked really hard for this, and now it's here. I'm pretty sure it was noticeable on my face how immediately shocked and then overwhelmed with joy I was," she said. Although she's had several procedures, Tammy admitted she was most nervous about the skin removal. "I was really nervous for the skin removal surgery because I was kind of afraid of how I was going to feel looking at myself without the belly there," she shared. "The night before my surgery, I was seriously nervous. I was even more anxious about the skin removal than I was for the sleeve gastrectomy because they were actually removing the whole belly. But the results have been extremely positive. Medical professionals were impressed with our healing progress. I surprised the doctors with how well my body was healing. I ended up coming home from Pittsburgh like 4 days early," she said. Tammy posted a series of photos on TikTok showing her smiling while wearing black body-hugging shapewear and flashing a peace sign in a yellow tank top and jeans. She underwent the skin removal procedure on January 18th, and the results were recently featured on her show. During the 8-hour operation, doctors removed over 15 pounds, approx 6 kilograms, of excess skin from her chin, stomach, and arms, a necessary step after her 500-pound weight loss. Before the surgery, Tammy shared her excitement and nervousness with People magazine. "After 6 years and losing over 500 pounds, I was finally approved for surgery. I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I worked really hard for this, and now it's here." Tammy continued, "I was really nervous for the skin removal surgery because I was just kind of afraid of how I'd feel looking at myself without the belly there. The night before my surgery, I was seriously terrified." The reality star revealed she was more nervous about the skin removal surgery than she had been about getting bariatric surgery in 2022. Tammy's siblings, Amy, Amanda, Misty, and Chris, were waiting for her when she returned to her Pittsburgh home after the procedure, praising her dedication to improving her health throughout her long weight loss journey. "Oh my God, she looks great," Misty said on the show. When she started, she weighed 730 pounds, 330 kilograms, and we couldn't even get her to walk to the mailbox. Now she's lost 500 pounds, 226 kilograms. That's like 2 people. I am so proud of her, it's just unreal. Tammy told People that doctors were surprised by how well her body was healing and that she was able to return home 4 days earlier than expected. The 38-year-old, who announced her engagement to fiancé Andrea Dalton in June, shared a series of selfies reflecting her transformation in a July 1st TikTok. "So much has changed about me over the years," she captioned the post. "I couldn't be more thankful and blessed to have the support and love not only from my fans and besties, but from my girlfriend, and of course, my family. In April, Tammy amazed fans of the show when she confidently posed in a mermaid-style bathing suit. Tammy has starred on the TLC reality show 1000lb, Sisters with her sister Amy since 2020. The show chronicles the sisters' daily lives and efforts to lose weight. Thanks to her weight loss transformation, the Kentucky native no longer needs a walker or the oxygen support tank she used for 15 years. Her bariatric surgeon, Dr. Eric Smith, explained on the show that Tammy's loose skin needed to be removed to improve her quality of life. Generally, we want patients to have achieved the majority of their weight loss and maintained a stable weight for 3-6 months before proceeding with skin removal, he said. However, in Tammy's case, she had a significant amount of loose skin that was affecting her mobility and contributing to other health concerns. Given this, it made sense to consider surgery sooner rather than later, even though she may continue to lose weight in the future. The surgeon added, "There was a period when she didn't feel worthy of feeling better or living a healthier life. Helping her recognize her self-worth has been just as rewarding as seeing the weight come off. It's been a key factor in her success." Between 2020 and 2022, Tammy lost 200 pounds, 90 kilograms, after her doctor informed her she needed to shed weight in order to qualify for bariatric surgery. A year after the procedure, she lost another 300 pounds, 136 kilograms. In November 2024, the reality show captured the emotional moment when she stepped on a scale and learned she weighed 281.2 pounds, 127 kilograms. "I think the last time I weighed 281 pounds, I was in 4th or 5th grade," she said. Tammy Slaton turned heads with her incredible weight loss, celebrating her dramatic results after surgery. She's now at her lowest weight since childhood and embracing a newfound confidence along the way. The 1000lb. Sister Star recently surprised her followers with a photo set on TikTok showing off her progress in fitted black shapewear. Back in June, Slaton opened up about undergoing skin removal surgery following her weight loss journey. "After 6 years and losing over 500 pounds, I was finally approved for surgery," she told People. "I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I worked really hard for this, and now it's here. I'm pretty sure it was noticeable on my face how immediately shocked and then overwhelmed with joy I was." In one photo, Slaton throws up peace signs while posing in a yellow top and jeans. In another, she smiles for the camera in black shapewear. Her followers cheered her on in the comments, with one writing they were absolutely loving this era of Tammy, and another noting that happy looks good on her. "I have been watching you for years and I am so proud of you," one fan wrote, as another added, "Brought a tear to my eye. It's been honestly so inspiring to watch your journey. Never been more proud of a stranger in my life." "Well done, Tammy," another chimed in. "Girl, you did it. So proud of how far you've come, you look great." Slaton weighed over 700 pounds when she first appeared on TLC. After 6 years of consistent efforts, including bariatric surgery in 2022, she dropped to the 200-pound range and was approved for skin removal surgery earlier this year. During the 8-hour procedure, which was documented on 1000lb, Sisters, doctors removed more than 15 pounds of excess skin from Slaton's chin, arms, and lower stomach. "So, how does it feel to see yourself now?" one producer asked Slaton on the TLC show following her big post-surgical reveal. She answered, "I'm shocked. I feel so weird," joking, "I don't have that extra skin hanging from my face anymore." "I look down and there's nothing there but my lap now," she added, confessing that, "It's gonna take a little while for me to get used to seeing myself like this." Tammy Slaton of 1000lb. Sisters has wowed fans with her 500-pound weight loss and recent skin removal surgery, which took off an additional 10 pounds. After years of setbacks, she finally got approved for the procedure, though she admitted being terrified beforehand. Now fully recovered, Tammy Slaton confidently showed off her transformation in shapewear, drawing praise across social media. Slaton is turning heads with her dramatic transformation after shedding an incredible 500 pounds, plus an additional 10 pounds of excess skin. The TLC star, who originally weighed 725 pounds when she first appeared on reality TV, stunned fans with a recent TikTok post flaunting her slimmer frame in figure-hugging shapewear. Slaton underwent surgery to remove loose skin from her chin and other areas, and now, fully recovered, she seems to be embracing her new look with confidence. In her latest photo, she beamed for the camera, hands tucked behind her back, proudly showing off the results of her weight loss journey. Slaton also debuted a fresh hairstyle, showcasing her fiery red locks cut short and looking healthier than ever. Taking to social media, a Reddit user reposted the photo with the caption, "Tammy wearing post-op shapewear in her new social media post." Fans were quick to flood the comments with support. "I'm so proud of her. Gives me motivation. She's way smaller than me now," one person wrote. "That is insane. She looks so small." "Good for her," another chimed in. Over on TikTok, followers shared similar reactions. "Love this for you. You are so worthy. Glad you finally realized that," one fan gushed. Another said, "Brought a tear to my eye. It's been honestly so inspiring and amazing to watch your journey. Never been more proud of a stranger in my life." "Well done, Tammy," a third fan chimed in. "I just binge-watched the show and the amount of how proud I am of you. You look great. It was a long, hard journey for you, but you did it." Another added, "The best part of Tammy's transformation is that most of it is an inside job. She changed her way of living, and then the extreme weight loss followed. That's the secret. There's no shortcut. And Tammy's killing this." Slaton's loose skin removal surgery was featured in an episode of 1000 Alba's Sisters earlier this summer. After the procedure, cameras captured the moment she arrived back at her family home, looking noticeably transformed. "Oh, damn," one family member exclaimed as Slaton stepped out of the car. Her sister Amy also shared her thoughts in a confessional, saying, "Tammy looks really good, even blind. You can still tell there's a big difference." Slaton herself has been open about her journey and once exclaimed in disbelief over how much her body had changed. She also shared why she takes so many photos of herself, saying, "I take a lot of pictures, a lot of selfies, and I do. Not because I think I look good. Well, I do a little bit. But mostly because I want to remember how big I was, what I looked like." Before undergoing skin removal surgery, Slaton had been open about wanting the procedure and the setbacks that delayed her approval. "After 6 years and losing over 500 pounds, I was finally approved for surgery," she revealed to People magazine last month. "I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I worked hard for this, and now it's here. I'm pretty sure it was noticeable on my face how immediately shocked and then overwhelmed with joy I was." But even after getting the green light from her doctors, Slaton admitted she felt anxious about the surgery. "I was really nervous for the skin removal surgery because I was really just kind of afraid of how I'm gonna feel looking at myself without the belly there," Slaton noted. "The night before my surgery, I was seriously freaking terrified." She added, "I was even more nervous about having skin removal surgery than I was for the sleeve gastrectomy surgery because they're actually cutting the whole belly." Besides her successful weight loss and skin removal surgery, Slaton recently revealed her engagement to her partner of almost 3 years, Andrea Dalton.